Morning YouTube, it's 35 Deer Hunter here. I'm going to do one of my first reviews, and it's going to be on the Moultrie 30-gallon Easy Lock deer feeder. So let's just show you without further ado. Here it is. I've actually had this feeder now for 2 years. This deer block, I swear by it, is actually cheap. I bought it at Gander Mountain for $9.99. And to be honest about it, the deer have tore this block up a lot more than they have other ones. When the corn is gone, the bucks nail this block. So it's actually a pretty good block. On the other hand, I don't want to keep this long and boring. So let's check this out. I actually have some cows that have tore up this feeder. Now, what I mean is the legs simply just pop off and on. But they have rolled it over, and I had a couple bulls from the neighboring farm that have actually put a couple holes in my feeder. Now, water still does not get in the feeder, even though you can see the holes. There's no water in it. You can see all the water on top, the dew, but it is actually dry as can be in there. Now, this actually will hold up to 200 pounds. Another thing, while I'm showing you the top, these screws, I didn't know what they were at first, but what this actually allows you to do, there's 4 of them. This allows you to put a camera on every corner, and you can see every way that the deer come. But I currently just stick the camera right there, which is a Moultrie as well. I'll do another review on that later. On the other hand, as you can see, it's just some corn dust there. It's no big deal. This has held up for 2 years, being beat up by cows and bulls and everything else, and it still runs like a charm. Now let me tell you something about the battery. This is a rechargeable Rayovac battery. I found out yesterday that Walmart actually sells just one that plugs in the wall it's just a charger, and it will actually charge these batteries up, and you can buy it for $9.99. I made the mistake of buying a generic Rayovac, right? Well, what it actually done, the generic one, was it didn't shoot the corn out far enough. As you can see, I'm standing here, and with this charger, or this battery here, the corn actually shoots down into the wood, so it has a 6 feet spin on it. So it will shoot at 6 feet. But if you use the generic, like the lantern batteries or the flashlight generic batteries, they're not really powerful enough for this feeder. They will only throw it out for about 3 feet. Now this one will throw it out almost all the way over to that fence. So if you do get one of these feeders, don't buy a generic battery, because it'll barely spin the motor and you'll think something's wrong with the motor, which they actually do sell replaceable motors on eBay, because Moultrie doesn't sell them, not that I'm aware of. But you can buy them on Amazon and eBay for around 60 bucks or a little more, but that's not too bad. And what you would actually do is you would pretty much just replace this. Actually, they have this that you can just replace by itself, or you can go and purchase a different motor. So, I mean, you can purchase the parts if you need them, which is always a good thing. However, 2 years, I haven't had to purchase anything yet, knock on wood. So, what I wanted to show you is, the good thing about this is, as you can see, it'll show you how many days is remaining. It will also show you how many pounds of food, which you can adjust. So, if you put 100 pounds in here, then you can actually go to the pounds, and you can put up to 100 pounds, or you can put it down to 75 or whatever. Then you also have, this is your first feed time. You can adjust it for whatever you like. I was feeding at 6. I went to 6:30, now 7, because time's changing, and I set it for 20 seconds. Now for this evening, 6 o'clock, I used to set it at 7 as well, but I actually adjusted it to go at 6 o'clock in the evening, because I know come hunting season, it's going to be about that time when I want deer to come. So I won't actually be hunting here, because this is just right out back of my house. But as you can see, 100% battery. This one charge on my battery lasted me 1.5 years. Just one battery, one charge. Bought it straight out of the store, hooked it up, and it lasted 1.5 years, which I think is very durable on a battery. And it ran 2 to even 3 times a day for a year. So at least 3 times a day for a year, and then 1.5 years I took it down to twice a day. So as you can see, 20 seconds, it will actually spin all the way up to 20 seconds, and you can adjust how long that you want it to, that you want it to spin. And on the paper that it gives you, it will show you that if you have it for 5 seconds, it's 3 pounds, you know, 5 pounds or how much ever. I let them spin for 20 seconds. I know a lot of people only do 2 or 3, but the more deer I have coming at night, the more that I can keep track of how many deer are still available on the property or in the surrounding area. So that's why I do that. Plus, I like to just watch them. And if I feed them enough at night, they'll be here come daylight. And they'll also be here when this feeder goes off. These deer usually come running. But I'm actually going to adjust this because I do want to show you how it works. I'll go ahead and give it a free spin here. Now, when you hold that set in, it starts counting down from 5 seconds. Then it will actually do a spin test for you. And as you can see, I'm standing back at least 10 feet. And I'm still getting hit by corn. It's flying past me. Now you can see that's 20 seconds. 20 seconds does feed out a lot of corn. You may not want to go that much. If you lower it, you will save on corn, that's for sure. So I may lower it now that I actually have a good battery in. And the deer would come, but as you can see, they have friends right now, so they don't like to be around dogs. But anyhow, this is the Moultrie 30-gallon easy feeder deer lock, or easy lock deer feeder. So I'm hoping that I pretty much covered everything. It's a real simple procedure. You just bolt the top together. You just pop these legs inside this, and you pretty much stand it up. There you go. Then you'll put in your battery. Then you set up what time it is. Then you set up your listening times, and it'll do up to 6. So if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or anything down in the comments, or if you have any questions, or if you use a different type of feeder, let me know what you do have, what you like, what you have used, what you don't like, and leave it down in the comments below. So for now, it's 35 Deer Hunter. I'll be bringing more reviews at you sooner. And peace out and God bless.